arrived. I will meet you inside the facility.
I can't believe it.
Major Sanon, Dr. Walker.
You're in better shape than I expected, Kaiser. Shouldn't take us long to get you back up to full fighting capacity.
This is good to hear. I was told there was a new threat on the horizon. I wish to learn more.
Percival will give you the full story.
Plus, get you dressed for the occasion.
Occasion. Where are we going?
Londinian.
Londinian. Doctor, I will require additional armaments.
That's the plan. Come on.
Captain, you're with me. Time to walk you through what we came up with. So the problem we're up against is vast. Terramorphs, they can be anywhere. Meaning us finding and just... disposing of them ourselves isn't an option. But what if we could let something else do the work for us? Come on, I'll walk you through what we're thinking. You remember that creature we talked about before you went to Nira? The thing that eats terramorphs? Take that as a no, then. Yes. There are. Apparently, the Asylees were bloodhounds for terramorphs. But when the UC ran low on synthetic foods during the Colony War, we thought they were harvested to extinction. But in the data, the research team found the location of a few as you can see. What we're proposing is bringing them back. We'd breed populations of them, distribute them to human worlds, and then let nature take its course. Using a method that thousands of years of adaptation have already perfected. We could speed up their breeding process using some of the same technologies that were used to create. We even think that with some time and investigation, we could use the Asylees' hunting skills to track down the terramorph transmission, find out how humanity spread them, and put an end to the terramorph problem. I really think it could. Now, there is another option for removing the terramorphs from our worlds. It's a microbe. Something we could aerosolize, let spread, and have it clean up anything with terramorph DNA for us. It'd still take time to build, test, and distribute, but no other method could hold a candle. Well, so that's... Both plans are going to take major investments in time and resources. We're talking years of work. Terramorph cell lines we can breed quickly and consistently to test on. Asylees gene, or sharpen our microbes' trackings. Not the sort of things any labs, but we think we found a lead. One place in the known galaxy where we know we should be able to find. All paths lead to Londinian. Exactly what I was hoping to hear. Now, the UC has a small operating base on London. We're cleared for access, but we'll need to check in with the base commander, Sarah Hatoum, when we touch. I'm gonna help Percival and Kaiser prep, but once that's done, we'll run. But you need to know, Londinian? They'll have anti-Xeno gear for us at the base, but I'd make sure you've got your... Hey.
damn planet. You romanticize a place when you're away from it for long enough, but I forgot what a dust-crusted pit Mars... Now you, what do you need? It's come up on my performance evals. But I know the needs of this facility inside and out. So, not that it should matter to you. I'm sorry. Oh, that's you then. I was informed we might be working together. Don't much care for Vanguard. My sister's kids live in the city. So, thank you for what you did there. Yeah, they both came through okay. One science division, other's an artist. Effectively useless human beings that would have had no reason to be anywhere near the fight. Still, I would hate to see anything happen. Now, what was it you needed? No more reliable...
hell of a view from here.
Let me check my logs. All right, you can proceed.
Good to go for landing.
Greetings, Captain.
Inside the barriers, double time! You a casino unit? Get to command. Far into the compound.
I pride myself on knowing everyone on this world, and I don't know you. You're with the collection team then, I presume? Either that, or you're one deeply unlucky trespasser. Vanguard, eh? Brief said you were an eclectic group. You must have really shined out on the fringe to get assigned. Ah, then this must be the rest of your outfit.
Commander Hatum,
No need for introductions, Major Simon. Dr. Walker, your reputations precede you, as does the urgency of your mission, so I'll get to it. Now, Londinian is one of the most dangerous places in the Milky Way. It's with good reason my soldiers and I do everything we can to avoid entering. Terramorphs are omnipresent, and the structural damage left behind when Major Sinon's father bombed its spaceport has turned large swathes. As such, we'll be providing you all with gear, information, and uploading municipal unlock codes to your robot. Except one. Once you're on the other side of those barriers, you will be on your own. Do we understand each other? Precisely. I'll leave you to your preparations then. You can find your equipment in our armory, base of the tower just outside. And I do believe there's someone waiting for you there, Cap. Now, once you're outside the base, it's my personal suggestion you make a beeline to the nearby Achilles plant. It contains one of our field caches. Though I can't guarantee it won't contain it. I hope you all find what you're looking for out there. Robot, you're coming with me.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Commander. Percival, you all set to hook into their comms tower?
Should only take a few minutes. Let's get this done and get the hell out of here.
Percival will be scanning the city for our samples from here. When he finds one, he'll transmit the coordinates. All right. Head over to the armory and gear up. Once you're...
Can't chat right now.
You match our description. The Vanguard captain? The cabinet wanted you to have something. Make sure you had the best tools for the task at hand.
here. Are you ready to do this? Then let's get this show on the road. Kaiser? Percival, everything green on your ends?
I am ready.
Personal comm should be routed through Kaiser now. You copy that?
Roger, loud and clear.
Perhaps too loud.
Oh, you're a riot robot.
Kaiser, kick it off.
Unlock code transmitted. You may open the gate when ready.
All right. On our way into the city. Percival, where are we heading?
Running the first sweep.
Shit! These things...
Got one. A Sealy's. Not far. Old shipping yard just past the processing plant. Gene samples are probably in one of the containers.
Initiating target elimination. Protocols active.
Location of those samples from here?
Yes, they're faint, but I'm detecting multiple valid signatures. I have restored power to the containers.
Jackpot! Get down there and collect as many as you can.
let's get out of here.
Samples secure.
Nice work. Now, earlier scan picked up a valid Terramorph sample, but, well, it's in the spaceport. And the quick route there looks like it got blasted when the port did.
There are steam tunnels under the city, which will allow us to access the spaceport.
What do you... That's right. Kaiser, how did you know that?
I am not sure.
Percival, you see any better option?
Not from where I'm standing.
Then we've got our answer.
Access unlocked. We may proceed.
Kaiser, this flora, this is Lazarus plant, isn't it?
Confirmed.
You know, no one even realized it was a living thing until someone got it under a microscope and saw it had cells. Can't be cultivated anywhere but Londinium. Real marvel. These leeches. What's keeping you things warm? My God, look at it. A Lazarus in bloom. You know, we might be some of the only... What's happening? Captain, have you seen this? Oh my God. The heat leeches are terramorphs. You just saw that, right? You would tell me if I was losing my mind. That heat leech became a terramorph. The pests that have snuck onto every planet are baby terramorphs. Heat leeches hide out in ships, sneak away after landing, and then we just found out how... Pretty Major is right. The Lazarus plant. It's clearly... But that means if anyone knew about this, you could sneak a leech into a city, or even multiple leeches, into a place like New Atlantis. Good God. The attack on New Atlantis, does this... But first, you'd have to know the truth about...
Well, we're never gonna know if you don't catch that thing. Get after it.
We may proceed.
Go!
Kaiser's got the cell data from the New Atlantis and Tau Ceti attacks, right?
Uploaded them myself.
Captain, let Kaiser take a look at that sample.
Beginning analysis. It is a match. This suggests with high certainty that the Lazarus plant was used to trigger the attacks on both planets.
There's no way a plant this rare, this... fragile just shows up here, New Atlantis, and Tau Ceti. The transformations on those worlds, they must have been triggered by human hands. Captain, do you understand what it is we just stumbled on here? Exactly. Someone saw the Lazarus plant in action. Makes some sense, actually. Tau Ceti was likely their first test. Someplace remote where no one would question a few settlers going to ensure the big show, the attack on New Atlantis, and the timing of that one. It couldn't have been just luck that it happened right when we were asking the these attacks. I think they certainly were. But having this answer, well, who could pull something like this? I mean, they certainly have plenty to be disgruntled about. But then, why would they help us? If we were just going to uncover their plot, wouldn't they have tried...
Let's save the discussion for when you all aren't standing in the universe's closest equivalent. If we're gonna do anything to prevent more terramorph attacks, human cause or otherwise, we need that final sample.
Roger that. Kaiser, get us into the spaceport?
The entrance is this one.
Something else.
I am unable to provide sufficient power to the lock mechanism.
Anyone got ideas where we could get some extra juice?
Local power looks like it was controlled in the security office. Upper floor.
Captain and I can scout it out. Kaiser, see if you can't find another way to get it open.
Roger that. I have restored power to the office entrance. You may proceed.
control panel. Still looks operable. Of all the things to survive.
Reactivated. Error. Control system reboot required.
And we do that. Ah, Captain. I think I see it.
Reboot engaged. Running diagnostic. Diagnostic complete. Multiple systems unavailable. Warning. Priority safety concern detected. Exterior hatch power restored.
Back in business.
Warning. Emergency recorder message detected. Transcription process engaged. Playback initiated.
Admiral Sinnott, we need to make the evacuation request.
That's my father he's addressing. He was here? Didn't think he'd have the guts to look those soldiers in the eye before blowing this place to pieces.
Admiral!
It just transformed. An invisible weapon. No planet would be safe. Colonel, the troops that closed off the sewers after my evaluation. They're all in this facility.
Other than our casualties, yes, sir.
Good. Get them into defensive positions around the spaceport. No one leaves. They'll send ships as soon as possible.
Thank God. None of us wanted to go down swarmed by those things.
That won't be your fate, Colonel. You have my word.
Transcription complete. Physical copy available.
An invisible weapon. He knew about the Lazarus plant. Grab that recording. We should talk. Hey, Victus. He destroyed this place. Killed these people to keep what he knew about the... He saw the potential of the plant as a weapon and hid it away. He killed those people. Condemned this city to keep them... Yes. Exactly. But I guess that's just another part of his sick legacy now. Only he didn't succeed. Now someone else knows about the Lazarus plant and is... Right. 7 systems are counted. just stash that sample with Kaiser and we're done.
Final sample secure.
All wrapped up. Time to get the hell out of here. Percival, you should unplug and find some... where we can talk. Privately.
On it. See you soon. Look at all of you. Back from the underworld. Got pretty frantic on the comms towards the end there. Ah, best place for them. Now, my connection might have gotten a bit fuzzy there, but...
That's what it sounded like.
Guess the old Admiral must have told someone what he learned. Even he's not clever enough to... That's putting it lightly.
But it's clear someone knows about the plant and realized what ends it could be put towards. Captain, we need to get these samples back to the lab and verify we'll be able to handle them. But in the interim, do you think you could look into what we uncovered? See if you can turn up any information?
If it were me, I'd start at the scene of the crime.
Thank you, Captain. Once you finish your investigation, we'll meet you outside the cabin. They're gonna want to hear this. Take care of yourself. No telling.
Best of luck on your fact-finding mission.
I think I found something for you. By the way, Captain, Sergeant Yumi was looking for you. I heard some hostile camps were wiped off the map by you.
Well, what a pleasant surprise. When I heard you and Hadrian were headed for Londinium, did you find what you were looking for? Good news then. So, what exactly are you doing here? Did you? Well, I don't know what you think you heard on this recording, but I sincerely hope, after all, given the Cabinet's current state of anxiety, they might misinterpret such a discovery to mean I could have been involved with the attack. Perhaps I can convince you. You want to hear the words then? I did it. The Terramorph attacks on Tau Ceti, New Atlantis, my doing. Years of coordination between my associate and I, figuring out how to deploy the Lazarus plant's pollen outside of London. Now, being as clever as you are, No. The attacks. When I discovered the plant, I did consider, but we were at war. And I couldn't risk information, so I ordered the bombing of the Londinian spaceport. Fixing two problems at once. Halting the spread of the city's terramorph outbreak, and sealing away knowledge of the plant's potential. Easy to say now, but at the time, I didn't know the Lazarus plant couldn't be plucked from the ground and used to cause even more death. I wasn't going to allow another dangerous variable to be added to it. But then, as the war ended, my trial, my execution, and what did I get in return? Was there any effort by the UC to protect my legacy? No. We were sacrificed when all we did was serve. So I kept what I'd learned. I become a trusted advisor, having found Kaiser, the research team, and cement my new position of influence when I hand them the name. The dear departed Dr. Reginald Orlays, the associate who aided me all these years. What luck he was stopped dead before he could hurt anyone else. There are no heroes without a villain. I simply arranged the opportunity for us to overcome, and it's why I had Orlays reprogram Kaiser. Had that old machine guide you to it, and look at the results. I know for a fact, isn't that preferable to languishing away in obscurity? Running job with only the vague hopes of perhaps earning the right to buy a home and you're being honored only because I arranged the situations where it could happen. And let's not forget the importance of our actual endgame. Eliminating the terramorphs. Securing knowledge of the Lazarus plant. What we've set in motion is going to protect thousands. I'm simply requesting one more life be protected. I've already sent along the evidence of Orlays' role in the attacks to the cabinet. All I ask is that you confirm as much to the cabinet. Tell them that it was Orlays and Orlays after all. I do still have a long list of threats to the UC. Hunting down criminals. I expect they'll give me a bit more free range once you would help me, like you did with Orlays. Track them down, and keep them from doing harm to the impossible, though. If the cabinet learns I'm the one responsible. And how many have you killed to get where you are now? There are no great works that don't cost lives, Captain. Whether it's winning a war, or digging a tram tunnel. So we sacrificed a few dozen in the attacks to possibly protect millions. That seems like a fair exchange. I only hope you'll see the same, and leave my name out of it. Well, I do hope you'll keep the larger perspective in mind, Captain. We've done something great here.
question for you, Captain. Dad, have you ever tried Aurora?
Found something for you. Perfect timing. We just got in. So on our end, good news. The microbe and the Aciles are both as effective against heat leeches as they are against Terramorphs.
Means either plan should work for clearing those critters off our work.
Considering what the Lazarus plant is capable of, I don't think we can deal with those things fast. I already sent along info to the cabinet to get them up to speed. So what about your end? Did you find any leads on who might have committed the attack? Perfect timing. So on our end...
Means either plan...
Considering what the I already sent... So what about you? Any leads on whom...
Orlays? Reginald Orlays? He did this?
That's some impressive work. So then give us the rundown. Where's Orlays now? I'm sorry to hear that. Those sorts of missions are always tough. Any idea why he might have done it?
Aha! That makes sense. Plenty of abandoned. Instead, he stumbles on the plant and finds the perfect way of getting back at the UC.
Decides to use the plant against the people that destroyed his old life. Well, at least he won't be able to hurt anybody else now. Might be the best we could... So I guess there's nothing else to do but get this all in front of the cabinet. Unless this might be our last opportunity to talk things through before the cabinet... And here we go.
Welcome back, all of you. I wish we were meeting under better circumstances. But according to Hadrian's report, and the second one I just received, it seems the Terramorph attack on New... Is what I'm reading here true?
My God.
An attack? Using Terramorphs? How is that?
You will all receive a full briefing once we're done. So then is what the second report claims correct? Did Reginald Orlais...
That appears to be the case, ma'am. The captain tracked that information down just after our trip to London.
Reginald Orlais? Wasn't there a report he'd been killed recently?
Body was found floating around Etheria. Report mentioned you were sent to try and bring him in, Captain.
Ah, yes. I was told about your mission, and who ordered it. Did you two suspect... Well, it appears you were. This report contains definitive evidence Orlais triggered the attacks via this Lazarus plant.
Simply heroin.
Indeed. Though it would have been preferable for him to have finally faced the UC's jury. It seems both of you are to be commended for ensuring he was dealt with before he could strike it. You have our thanks. Now, with our villain unmasked, we can attempt. With the threads you've brought together here, the Lazarus plant, the three of you have likely spared thousands of lives. But it now falls to the cabinet to ensure this can. As such, the cabinet will be securing the Lazarus plant on Londinian. All...
A sound decision, Madam President.
I'm glad you've... So then, to our final... The cabinet has agreed to implement a plan that will deal with the Terramorph, and now also Heat Leech presence on human. In fact, we've already begun enacting measures to check all UC ports and settlements for undiscovered nests. The project we're embarking on will be a long and difficult one. So
Madam President, this microbe is clearly too much of a risk.
To someone with limited knowledge of biology, perhaps? The technology behind the microbe is solved. Using it to wipe out the Terramorphs would be the quickest path to protect.
And fast results always lead to the best outcome.
As you can see, there remains debate among the cabinet. Major?
We've had a few discussions, but our group... Only the captain has yet to...
I see. Captain, I know this may not be... Please, ask. Very well. I believe we have a responsibility to do something, yes. It falls to us to enact every measure required.
I'm in full agreement. No need be delving into unpredictables.
And Major Sinan? Dr. Walker, you'd find this acceptable?
We trust the captain's judgment.
Then the matter is settled. We'll begin the process immediately. Today marks day one for the United Colonies Terramorph Management Division, making you three the founding members of the... As befits such a group, the Cabinet wanted... Today, we will be adding 3 new Class 1 citizens to our rank.
Class 1? For the 3 of us?
What he means to say is, thank you, ma'am.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, ma'am.
You all have earned it. Now, there's much to be... Major Sanan, Dr. Walker, I hope you two are willing to continue.
We'd be honored, ma'am.
As for you, Captain, the Vanguard will be providing much of the on-the-ground support for the team. As a member of both the Vanguard and the TMD, I believe you'll have your... Speak to your commander. Tuala, he should be able to provide you with assignments going forward. Plus help on behalf of the whole of the United Colonies. This meeting is adjourned.
Well, at least our perpetrator won't be hurting anyone else.
an actuary.
Well, well, I've got to say, this is a first. I've never had a Class 1 citizen in my ranks before. Congratulations, Captain. No need to thank me. You brought this on. I've already gone ahead and processed your Class 1 benefits. All UC goods and services should now have a thanks for protecting the colonies discount. And the credits should be in your account. But to get into your penthouse, you'll have to pay a visit to the Aphelion Realty office. They should be able to grant you access. Higher-ups wanted to make sure you know how much they appreciate what... But, with all that squared, it's time to get you a... There are your standard Vanguard missions, putting those pilot skills to use defending use. Or you could help the TMD in cleaning up terramorphs. Oh, and I got a request from Dr. Walker. Wanted your help collecting biological samples to keep an eye out for any of those missions called to you? Sure. You'll have all the specifics. If you find yourself looking for more work, you know where to find me.
Never met anyone like that.
Kill for a cup of coffee right about now. Been up there, huh? Space? Must be cool.
I never get to go to space.
Yeah?
Maybe our future will be just as bright.
How are you holding up? Can't believe that you see just...
Private sector. Now that's where the real money's at. Hey, no funny stuff with that booze bag. You got enough flight traffic as it is.
You don't need to wear your helmet on this planet. You know that, right?
Your file says you're a professor. You didn't teach math.
I have a feeling today's going to be a great day. Don't you agree? I've never seen that in a medical textbook.
Riding a cloud.
That doesn't even make sense.
Never a better time than right now. Well, well. In fact, it's a what do you say? It'll just... Great. You're in for a... Okay, you're all set. You'll love the place. Now that you're in...
Mining on Cydonia has to be one of the toughest jobs in the galaxy.
Assignment, but you all are here because you can handle it. So any questions, concerns?
Okay, here, look.
Excuse me?
Why, hello, fellow Class 1 citizen. You heard right. These terramorph attacks, they caught the UC off guard. So, they want us patrolling the front lines of xenological life, which means we need someone to down said aliens and harvest samples from them. And not just any sample from these animals is gonna do either. We're trying to build a comprehensive picture here, which requires specific cells, folks. But since dealing with unfriendly creatures falls square in your wheelhouse, glad to hear it. There is just one additional wrinkle. So, if you're interested, you'll have to convince her, of course. I expect she wouldn't mind. Now, let's get to the details of your first quarrel. Here you go. Head there, find your specimens, and bring those samples back here. I'll have a tech waiting outside to collect them.
Captain, looks like we missed each other back at Mast. I could have never guessed we're all... But what you've done for Percival. Well, I think it's safe to say you succeeded. It's been an honor, Captain. Hey. Okay, I'm listening. Backup? What does that have to... come with you? You can't be serious. There's... I mean, I do too, but leaving the TM... That's supposed to make me feel better? But if he wants... If you really need backup out there, I'll watch your sips. Yeah, I think so too. Thank you for the offer. Really. It was unexpected, but... I'll head out soon. I just need to talk to Percival before I go. He's gonna get in... See you, Captain.
Wait till you see what I found.
Touchdown imminent.
Captain, do you require my assistance?
must be the one with the samples then. I'll get these logged ASAP. If you're interested in collecting more, you can speak to... you must be the one with the samples then. I'll get these logged ASAP. If you're interested in collecting more, you can speak to Dr. Walker. Oh, and your pay? Here you are.
Why do you think it's feel like to live here full time?
Howdy.
Up for more predator tracking? Got some... Good. I had a species I was hoping to get under the scope. Just let me get the specifics for you. Here. That's where you're headed. Don't let them get the best of you, all right?
Wait till you see what I found.
Beginning landing cycle.
Captain, greetings.
mountain somewhere around here that looks like a base from above.
All samples. Got the samples? Then consider your credits transferred. Thank you for the assistance, Captain.
I think I found something for you.
Super et Ultra, Captain. Sure thing. You ready to head out right now? Let's get to the details. Okay, these coordinates should get you to your first target. There. These missions are straightforward. Proceed to the location, kill the crypt.
Got a present for you, Captain.
This is United Colony Space. Maintain current course while we scan for contraband. No contraband detected. All clear to land.
And people say Akila's thirsty. think I found something for you.
Something to report? Sure thing. You ready to head out right now? Let's get to the details. Let me pull up the coordinates. There. Mission specs the same.
I don't think we'll find anything but basic. Supplies here.
Wait till you see what I found.